Hey guys, what's up? We are now here on the new game day. This is January 17, 2022. To kick things off, we will be talking about the game between New Orleans Pelicans with a record of 16 and 27 going up against the home team Boston Celtics, 22 wins and 22 losses. This one will be played at noon, 12:30 noon time in Eastern time, and that'll be 1:30 a.m. here in Manila. And before we continue, I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. All right, New Orleans and Boston Celtics. Let's take a look first at their standings. Let's start off with Boston Celtics. They are at number 11 in the Eastern Conference. For their last 10 games, they have won 6, and approaching this game, they're coming off a win. That was a huge win against one of the NBA's best, Chicago Bulls. Now for New Orleans Pelicans, they are in the Western Conference. They are currently at number 13. Last 10 games, they have only won 4, so they are getting a bit inconsistent. And approaching this game, they're coming off a loss. All right, Boston Celtics, they would have the home court advantage on this. Momentum, they would also have it as they are coming off that huge win against Chicago Bulls. For fatigue, both teams had their rest anyway yesterday. So let's take a look at the injury list for both teams. Starting off with Boston Celtics, I only see one name here, and that's for Marcus Smart. He is actually within the COVID protocols of the NBA. It's a good thing though that I only see one name for Boston. While for New Orleans Pelicans, it's the same thing. I see a couple of names, and of course, one of which will be Zion Williamson, and then the other would be I guess I forgot who that was. Kyra Lewis Jr. There you go. So, but basically, they are getting healthier because these two teams they have really been out ever since last year. All right, and for the spread, I'm looking at minus 6.5 now. It started with minus 5.5 for Boston, now at minus 6.5. My take on this is that Boston Celtics would is on a different it's on a different momentum now. I know they're coming off a win, and obviously that is a momentum, but you have to understand that win was against Chicago Bulls. That win was made at home, so the experience was different. The crowd was there, and that win also brought them back to the 500% mark. So what they have in mind right now is that they got to go above the 500% mark, and they can actually do that on this game at the expense of New Orleans Pelicans, and they can do it. They can do it. They are healthy. I know they don't have Marcus Smart, but they have Tatum, they have Brown, they have Schroeder, they have the people who can actually take on Valanciunas. They can actually choose from Horford. They can choose from Williams, the two Williams that they have. They even have Cantor if they really just want to go and put some body to bang on Valanciunas, depending on what kind of Valanciunas are we going to see in this game. The question is, are we are the Boston Celtics able to cover the spread? Again, it's minus 6.5 now. It's a bit bigger than earlier, which is minus 5.5. It's really hard to go against Boston Celtics at this point. I mean, I'm looking at New Orleans Pelicans. They are very much capable. Valanciunas and Ingram, they are being backed up by other people who can really score once given an opportunity. But I'm looking at the matchups. Man, Boston Celtics, they really have a lot of players out there. They still have Schroeder. They still have they have Cantor. Those players they can easily just put in the game just to take on someone who's actually being on fire or something. That minus 6.5 I think is very much quote unquote coverable, if ever there's such word, by Boston Celtics. And I'm actually picking on Boston Celtics to continue their streak and to go above 500% on this season. It's just a matter of time before we see Boston Celtics go into that playoff picture run. Boston Celtics minus 6.5. Celtics minus 6.5. Peace out, pass love, and God bless.